Hi, my name is Alejandro Triana and I'm going to show us my project during this semester. So, I'm going to talk about sports photojournalism. Sport action photojournalism transmits the sports and sportsmen and sportswomen emotions, feelings and abilities, and it allows us to live moments of glory and analyze the social context of the time the photo was taken. Sports photojournalism encourages people to have a healthy way of life and allows young people to dream of being and be the protagonist of their own story. Sports photojournalism is a subcategory of photojournalism that refers to a genre of photography that covers all types of sports, in the majority of cases professional ones. But it's not that simple as it sounds. You need some tips and tricks to do it correctly. You are supposed to capture images that have meaning or relevance to the story being told. When you are taking the pictures, you must be completely objective, which is one of the most difficult parts. When you are a photographer, this is the most difficult part. So, who took this photo? His name is Leifer. He was born on December 28, 1942. He is an American sports photographer known all around the world because of his work along his career. He grew up in Manhattan, New York, where he learned about photography on the Henry Street Settlement House. Currently, he's 29 years old. He worked most of his life on Time magazine. He was a filmmaker and documentarian. Another interesting fact is that he wrote a book where he showed his job as photographer. The most important achievement of Neil Leifer is taking the most iconic pictures of sport history. That is the photo of Muhammad Ali defeating Sonny Liston in a boxing match. This photo was taken on May 25 in 1965. 68 years later, this photo was recognized as the most iconic photography in sports of the 20th century according to Sports Illustrated magazine. The story behind this masterpiece is that Neil Leifer took this photo when Muhammad Ali knocked his rival Sonny Liston after 2 minutes and 8 seconds of the beginning of the fight. He knocked Liston with a right uppercut. This moment is iconic because this was the second confrontation between Ali and Liston. Just after that knockout, Liston couldn't get up and lost the fight after the referee counted 12 seconds of Liston on the floor. If I were a photojournalist, I would like to do the same category that Neil Leifer does. It would be awesome to capture great moments of sport history, like Leifer did with the photo of Muhammad Ali or Walter Loss Jr. with Michael Jordan, for example. In my opinion, I like sports in general, but I would love to do my job in football. I imagine myself taking photos of Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo. If I couldn't choose a sports action subcategory, I would like to choose the environmental one. I will do that because I think that there's a lot of beauty in the nature. So there will be a lot of options to do my job because nature is very diverse. Also, I would like to show why it is important to take care of our planet because if we don't, it will be beautiful at all. During the elaboration of the English project, I learned a lot of photojournalism. Due to this work, I learned that there are so many subcategories in photojournalism. I also learned a lot about tips and tricks that photographers need to apply to take great photos that let them be part of sports history. I think that is one of the most enriching aspects during this process. The fact that I learned about something new and for me that I improved my level of English in the process too. I think I can apply this knowledge in my academic process because I can structure better my ideas in English because of this work. So that's great. It was quite nice to work about this subject, about photojournalism. It was great. So, what did I learn? I learned a lot about photography, photojournalism, a lot about photographers, tips and tricks to how to take a photo, and I discovered that I need to improve my skills of photography, because I like photography, but I'm not. I don't have like the theory, so I learn a lot about that. So, which could be an important photo of your life? I think 2 years ago in Halloween, that was the last time I I hung out with my friends. It was 2 years ago. It was before pandemic. It was a really special moment for me. It was our last photo together, because after that they went to study abroad. So it was pretty sad. So it was very important for me. And in which areas do you think do you need to improve? I think I need to improve in the way I think in English to speak, because when you are learning a new language, you have to think in that language. So I need to improve my skills to think in English, listening to music, watching movies and series on English, so that way I could improve that. So I think that's all.